meet our starting lineups first for Malvern Prep. Senior number 11, Brock Dudek. Senior number 12, Radier Hicks. Junior number 3, Sean Hutchinson. Junior number 13, Tyler Lauder. And senior number 35, Fernando Shell. And now let's meet your Germantown Academy Patriots. That's 6'3", senior number 22, Dean Moore. That's 6 feet, senior number 24, Jake Shue. That's 6'3", senior number 25, Casey Traina. That's 6'4", senior number 35, Blake Smith. And it's 6'5", senior number 23, Jordan Longino.
Pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Germantown Academy. Tonight's matchup between the Malvern Prep Friars and the Germantown Academy Patriots. It's Fran O'Shell and Blake Smith on the opening tip. And it's tipped ahead to Haverford, looking for Sean Hutchinson ahead of the pack, but it's out of bounds. And GA will take over. Special game tonight. Jordan Longino resumes his quest to pass Alvin Williams as the all-time leading scorer in boys basketball history here at Germantown Academy. He's 9 points away from tying him, 10 away from passing him as Shue gives it off to Traina, now in the paint, finding Millard. Her circle back, now drive in, put it up off the glass, it's good. Early 2 points for Dean Millard and the Patriots. Team lost to Malvern in their last meeting. Only loss for GA this season. As driving in, it was Sean Hutchinson who got it to go, and he ties things up at 2. Both of these teams enter 4-1, both at first place, tied for first place in the Interac. Malvern's only loss coming in their opening game against Haverford. As it's Longino driving in, firing to Smith, but it was intercepted. Hutchinson will move up, bounce pass there, looking for Radier Hicks, but it was knocked away, last touched by GA, and they'll maintain possession. Here's a lob here. It's no good off the glass. Millard collects the rebound, and he was fouled advancing forward. It's going to be Lauder on Malvern Prep with the foul. And it's Longino inbounding to Shue. GA having their best statistical year in a few years. Program that's won 17 Interac titles as Shue drives his way through. O'Shell comes up with the loose ball, long pass up to Dudek, and it's rejected by Longino. No points so far, but he's got an early block as Shue will whip it right up to Traina. Going in, now cutting it back out to Shue, but it was intercepted by Hutchinson in the 2-on-1. He finds Dudek, back to Hutchinson. He'll drop back and play it back at the point. It's Hutchinson from 3, and it's good. Hutchinson, one of the many dangerous Malvern Prep Friars, can score driving in. Also a great shooter, as we just saw there. Really reworked his game during COVID. As Traina puts up the floater, it's good off the glass. GA back to within 1. It's Hutchinson who will advance it. Now back to O'Shell, the big man from Malvern Prep, putting it in off the glass, no good. Hutchinson with the tip and the finish in. Another good finish by S.J. Hutchinson. He saw O'Shell there. It's been a force for Malvern Prep. Had a double-double against Haverford in the win a week ago. Is Longino from Shue moving in, now trying to find an outlet. That's Millard, gives it over to Shue and gets it right back. Millard moving in, puts it up, no good, no whistle on the play, and it's Malvern Prep moving back up. It's Radier Hicks, the point guard against Traina, and GA was called for the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. As he'll look to extend the Malvern lead to 5. Hicks last year averaged 12 points per game to go along with 5 assists per game. He was a first-team All-American selection. One of the Malvern Prep players who's been great throughout his career, but they've also had to step up this year with the absence of Deuce Turner, the all-time leading scorer not only in Malvern Prep history, but also in the history of the Interac. He graduated last year and has played very well at Bucknell University, where he attended as a freshman this year. Shu bulldozing away through, was tipped away, goes right back out to Trena from 3, and he nails it. Trena with the early 3. Patriots back to within 2. It's now Hutchinson against Longino. Lost it, but will drop it back off to Radir Hicks. Against Millard, finding O'Shell against the basket. Dean Millard with the block. Ball still loose. Last touch by Malvern Prep, and GA will take over. Dean Millard's done a great job for GA this year. He's gotten involved as a guard, getting some important rebounds for GA that lost 2 big men last year. Tayshawn Mack, one of them, Luke Train, another one. As Longino will hand to Shu, gets it right back. It's from 3, no good. And O'Shell hustles to get to the rebound. Malvern will bring it right back up. As it's Radir Hicks putting it up on the second chance, no good. O'Shell at third try. That one wouldn't go as well, but Malvern collects the rebound. It's Hutchinson at the point, driving in. Floater was blocked by Longino. Again, Malvern has it, and they have 20 to shoot. Against Longino, now Hutchinson has a step, and he was fouled on the way up. Hutchinson will go to the line. He's shooting 2. And it's Luke Marvin, Jake Brownstein who enter for GA. And it's Tyler Lauder who comes in for Malvern Prep. Misses the second one. Right there on the rebound is Andrew Phillips, and he'll bank it in off the boards. Phillips, the youngest player on this Malvern Prep team, only underclassman. He's a sophomore. He's brought a lot of height to Malvern Prep. They've dominated GA on the boards in the first 2 games they played. GA was up 34-28 in the first meeting. That was canceled due to COVID reasons as Longino powers his way through. Count the bucket and 1. He'll shoot 1 at the line. He brings his total up to 1,695 points. Williams sits at 1,702. And with the made free throw, Jordan Longino just 7 away from passing the great Alvin Williams. As it's Hicks moving up, lets it go from the free throw line, and that's money. Radir Hicks with a bucket there. Malvern up by 4 with 3.5 left to play in the opening quarter. Longino, the Villanova commit, lost it on the spin move. It's picked up by Hicks, who will move it up. They find Phillips in the quarter. A nice move against Millard. Goes up with it, and it's good. GA will take a timeout after the Phillips basket. They trail by 6 with 3 left to play in this first quarter. Mentioned Malvern and GA both sit at 4-1 atop the Interact standings for the boys. Haverford then in second at 3-2. Penn Charter then at 1-0, SCH at 0-2, and Episcopal at 0-6. Malvern's been red hot, winning 4 straight games. GA's won 3 straight. As Millard will bring it ahead after the GA timeout. He dishes off to Marvin and then finding Trena. Marvin will get it right back, finding Millard circling. And it's Trena again, finds an opening, pulling up from 2 and draining it. Casey Trena, second on the team in points last year, 3rd so far this year. Has been a key player on this GA offense as Malvern loses it on the drive and GA will take possession. Now they're going to say it's Malvern ball, last touch by GA as Longino comes back in. The lob was for Lauder, who couldn't get it to go. Shu capitalizes on the loose ball. Moves it ahead, finding Millard. Long shovel pass to Marvin in the corner. Goes in and out. Rebound by Phillips. Hicks will bring it ahead against Millard. In on the basket, goes up with it. He was fouled. Count the basket for him. Foul was on Millard. And Hicks will shoot 1. Hicks was second to Deuce Turner in points for the Friars last year, 339 in total. As he missed the free throw, rebound came right back to him on the swap by Longino. He'll put it up now from 3, it's no good. Jake Shue jumps up to get the rebound, and he has room to maneuver now quickly into the Malvern prep zone. Nice move, finding Longino. Open look from deep downtown, and it's good. 3 ball from Jordan Longino. He's now 4 away from breaking the record. It's Phillips on the 3, hit back iron, and it's Shue on the rebound. Against Dudek, finding Trena. That's from 3, no good. Phillips on the rebound. Malvern by 3, a minute and a half left to play. In the corner, it's Lauder. That's well short, and Longino on the rebound. He's going to whip it up to Millard. It's in front of him. He got to it. Now going in on the basket. Nice play. Longino tips it on the rebound, goes up with it, and he was fouled. It's Hicks who was called for the foul. It's Longino shooting 2, good on the first one. Moves the count down to 3 now. And now just 2 away from Williams, meaning he just needs 1 to tie the all-time GA great. It's Dudek with it at the top of the key. He has room to pull up, does. It's short, and Longino on the rebound. Will we see the record passed here? Longino for the all-time record. Yes! He got it. Just 1 away now. He ties Alvin Williams. And Malvern's going to take a timeout. So Longino. And indeed, after that last basket, Jordan Longino passes Alvin Williams as the all-time leading scorer in boys basketball history. Thousands of men have played basketball at Germantown Academy. Only 26 have scored 1,000 points but only one can say they hold the all-time scoring record, and that man is Jordan Longino. Congratulations to him, his brother Evan Eric, who's now third all-time in scoring at Germantown Academy, presents him with the ball. His parents are here as well, his sister as well. A fantastic moment for Jordan Longino. He did it on the three ball, something he's done throughout his career at Germantown Academy. There's obviously a different celebration this year with the COVID restrictions, but nonetheless, a fantastic moment. A moment some wondered if it was going to happen with the shortened season this year. He entered the season under 200 to achieve the record, but with the limited games, only a league schedule, many wondered if he could get there. In a normal year, he'd become the first GA player to go above that 2,000-point plateau. But now Jordan Longino, 1,703 points, passing Alvin Williams, player who went on to play at Villanova and then had a great NBA career. Longino looking to follow in his footsteps, but certainly carving out his own legacy here at GA, one of the greatest athletes in the history of the school. Holds several football records, basketball records, and now on the all-time mountain of points by a Germantown Academy boys basketball player. As you see Dudek hitting the three, and Malvern jumps right back on top. They lead by one. Shu going against Vandergeest, pulls back out and finds Smith. As the clock ticks down, 12 seconds left in this first quarter. It's Jake Shu from three. It's no good. Malvern tipped the rebound. It goes all the way out to Longino. He's got 6 to shoot from the corner, fading away, no good. O'Shell with the rebound. 2 seconds and one. Vandergeest at the buzzer. It's no good. So after 1 quarter of play, Malvern leads 21-20. Signature moment of that first quarter. Longino passing Alvin Williams, and career points now sits at 1,703. As we start the second quarter, it's GA down by 1. Shu, Marvin, Brownstein, Smith, and Longino out for them. Marvin has it, bounce pass to Brownstein, looking for Blake Smith, tipped out of bounds by Malvern Prep. Long pass by Malvern out to Longino. GA has 15 left to shoot. So they trail by 1. Had it knocked away there by Radir Hicks. Malvern moves ahead. O'Shell, long pass over to the corner. That's Hicks from 3. No good. On the rebound, it's Lauder. Tries to go back up with it, and he was fouled. As Train and Millard come back in for GA. And Hicks, who will deal to O'Shell, now fires quickly over to Hutchinson. Good ball movement from Malvern Prep early so far in this game. As they'll back away, trying to get it to O'Shell. Great save by Traina, but they're going to say he was out of bounds along the sideline. And Malvern Prep will maintain possession. 4 fouls so far for GA, 3 for Malvern Prep. Malvern Prep looking to beat GA for the second time this year. They won both meetings last year. GA not winning this matchup in a few years. As it's Hutchinson from 3 with Millard in his face. It's no good. Smith on the rebound. Blake Smith, another GA player at 6'4", has done a good job in the rebound department for GA. Longino from Shoe puts it up from 2. And he was fouled on the way. Count the basket. And Longino extends his point total. As Hutchinson deals up to Dudek, GA now up by 2 after Longino made basket, plus the free throws. Dudek driving in the corner. It's a 3 ball from Lauder, and that's good. Lauder getting a lot of varsity experience this year as a junior. Another sizable Malvern Prep player who can also shoot well as well. Longino back to Traina, faking the 3, driving in, finds Smith in the corner who puts up a 3. No good, they fight for the rebound, but it's Hicks who picks it up. The All-Interact selection last year, not called for a walk there, steps back from 3, it's short, and Smith right there falls on the rebound. Hicks had 15 points against Haverford, as Longino a lengthy 3, that's good! Longino on fire from long range as he hits another. GA up by 2, it's a long pass. Hutchinson in the corner, it's time to shoot, lets it go, in and out, and Shu on the rebound. GA's gotten a lot of defensive rebounds so far today, which is important for them. Shu all the way through, not called on the foul as he hits the deck. Meanwhile, Dudek moving back up, underhand flip to Lauder, and that's good. GA elects to slow it down. Longino will move it up, shouted by Hicks. Millard circles and finds Shu. Leads the team in assists this year, as he did last year at the point guard position. GA has 6 to shoot. Longino looking for separation. Bounce pass to Smith. Then on the basket. Couldn't get it to go off the glass. As Hicks goes driving in, Millard was able to get in the way. Loose ball is to O'Shell. That basket's good off the glass, and a foul's called. O'Shell going to the free throw line, as he also does. 4th on the team in scoring last year with 294 points. 19 points in total against GA last year. He's committed to Duke to play baseball, a great pitcher for the Friars baseball team as well. As he'll sub out here, and Vandergeest will come back in. For O'Shell, a 2.32 ERA as a sophomore, 1.65 ERA as a freshman. Didn't play last year as spring sports were canceled, but also a great basketball player as Longino off the boards from Marvin. He extends his point total. GA to within 1 is driving through is Hutchinson. Basket was no good on the contested layup, and it's Longino who moves ahead. Traina on the drive. He underhand scoops it into the basket. GA back on top by 1. Hicks shifting his way through against Smith. He was fouled going up. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. His GA moves to 6 fouls now. Hicks is committed to Towson to continue his basketball career. Good on the first free throw. Brownstein and Millard back in for the Patriots. O'Shell and Dudek in for Malvern Prep. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Malvern jumps back in front with a 1-point lead. 4 minutes left to play in the second quarter. It's Brownstein down low trying to drive in. Dumps it back out to Shu. Going there against Dudek. It's Shu turning, trying to find an outlet. That outlet comes in Trena, who has 10 left to shoot. Moving in, fires all the way across to Luke Marvin from 3, no good. Rebound came right to Andrew Phillips, who moves things ahead for the Friars. It's Hicks again, dumps it off to Phillips. He comes bulldozing through. Layup was no good, and he's called for the offensive foul against Jake Brownstein. Brownstein, one of the many seniors on this GA team. Him, Dean Millard, Jerry Griffin Batchelor, Hayes Rosado. Great group of seniors, especially with Longino's contributions. Over 1,700 points for all of them combined in their GA careers. Have been a big part of this GA team this year in the whole career. Trena again off the glass. He lays it in. Good start for Casey Trena. It's Malvern by 1 as Hicks was called. GA was called for the foul. Hicks driving in. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. As GA now with 7 fouls. Hicks had 7 points in both games against GA last year for a total of 14. Deuce Turner, as we mentioned, did most of the damage for Malvern in many of the games, but especially against GA. Credit to this Malvern team, losing probably the greatest player in the history, not only their program, but one of the greatest Interact basketball players of all time. Hasn't deterred them. They enter this game 4-1. Win would put them in sole possession of first place against GA. As they look to win for back-to-back seasons. They won 10-0, perfect Interact record for them last year. Also won finished as runners-up in the PACE tournament. Trena is good from 2, and he continues his hot start in this first half. Malvern ultimately falling to the Westtown School in the PACE final last year, as it's Vandergeest from the corner moving in. Now it's Phillips faking the 3, driving in against Trena. Shot's no good. Rebound pops loose. Last touch by GA. Hicks will do the inbounding as he fires out to Dudek, driving in against Millard, and he's called for the charge. Second charge called against Malvern Prep this evening, as Hutchinson will come back in for them. Hutchinson hit 5 threes the last game against Malvern. We've seen his shooting prowess, his ability to drive in as well, as he's guarding Millard right there. Millard will bring it ahead. It's usually Shu directing offense. We've seen several players do it. Shu has it now. It was knocked away. Whips it back out to Millard. Now Brownstein, quick pull-up. That goes in and out. Hutchinson jumps up for the rebound. A tall player as well at 6'4". He goes driving in. Nice drive there. Layup was no good, but he'll shoot 2 at the line. He's 0 for 1. Talked about how he really trained his game in COVID. Talks about how he's added to his scoring arsenal with barrage of step backs, pull-ups, isolations. In National College Preps, the scouting report says how Hutchinson does a great job with his footwork and again complements his ability as a dual threat scorer. As there's 2 minutes left to play in this first half, Millard driving through, it's no good. Hutchinson on the rebound. Quickly up to Hicks. Malvern loves to play a fast-paced game. He's trying to find Vandergeest in the corner. Trina corrals it, tried to go underhand to Longino. And it was kneed out of bound by Malvern Prep as Cole Putnam comes in for the first time this evening. Well, this game much more reminiscent of the first meeting between these two teams. Close game throughout. And these two teams played at Malvern Prep. G had a good first quarter in which they led most of the way through, but Malvern quickly expanded the lead to double digits, won by 15. GA looking to return the favor. Shu, a pull-up from two's no good. O'Shell right there on the Malvern Prep rebound. As Hicks trying to drive in, 2 GA players against him. It's now Phillips from 3, and that's good. Good shooting from both of these teams so far. Latest 3 from Andrew Phillips. Brother Aiden, a senior, both playing on this varsity Malvern Prep team. Shu looking for an opening. He tries a 3. It's no good. Rebound pops right out to Hutchinson. There's under a minute left in the second quarter. Hutchinson slams on the brakes, pulls up from 3, and it's good. Great three-point start for Malvern Prep. They extend the lead to 6. Longino returns with a lengthy 3. Pops out right to Shu. He'll go right back up with it. It's no good. Continues to fight for the rebound. But Vandergeest able to control it. He'll move ahead, finding Phillips. No shot on the 3. And he'll find Hicks now circling, moving back out to 3. Shot clock separated by about 4 seconds. Hicks driving in, turns away, finding Phillips. Didn't like what he saw. Back to Hicks from 3. It's no good. Shu fighting for the rebound against O'Shell, and he last touched it. GA will take over with 10.8 seconds left in this first half. We'll see what GA wants to do. Longino will just pull up as 5 seconds of left. He goes driving through, puts it up, and it's good as time expires in this first half. Malvern leads after 16 minutes of play. They're up by 4 heading into the third quarter. Back here in the second half of play in the third quarter, it's O'Shell of Malvern Prep moving in. The attempt on the basket was no good. But a foul was called. It was on Casey Trena, who was called for the foul. It's O'Shell now off of the inbound pass. He gets it off the glass and good. Malvern now up by 6. 1-0 against GA this year. Won both contests last year, 63-42 and 62-43. Won the last game 75-60. It's Millard from Shoe, no good. O'Shell jumps up for the rebound and whips it ahead. It's Radier Hicks, nice moves, but he lost it to Trena, who gets behind Hutchinson, now up with it, looking for Millard. Moves it away, back out to Shoe, fakes the 3. Now has room to drive in, and he was fouled on the way. We're going to get O'Shell for the foul. Shoe will shoot 2. Jake Shoe's worked on his shot coming into the season, and it's really improved so far this season. 44% from the floor, 8 of 20 from three-point range, just 32% from 3 last year. He's 73% from the free throw line. Teammates have commented on how hard it is to guard him, especially now that he's got that shot in his arsenal. He's guarding Hicks here. Hicks will find O'Shell. He'll chuck up a 3, no good. Rebound right out to Shoe. He's able to get by Hicks on a nice move behind the back. Now it's Millard in the corner. Pops in and out. Trena jumps out on the rebound. Didn't like what he saw. Tried to find an outlet, but no one was there, and it goes out of bounds. Trena last year said he wanted to be a secondary scorer to Jordan Longino. He did just that at 308 points. That was second on the team. He was actually first on the team in three-point percentage at 42. A bounce pass looking for O'Shell went out of bounds, and GA will take over. Trena's shooting 35% from 3 so far this season, 19 out of 50 from the floor in total. He and Shoe second and third on GA in scoring this year as well. Trena from 3 now off the glass, no good. As Dudek moves up, pressured by Trena, off in the corner. It's Hicks faking the 3 now from 2, and that goes down. Malvern continues to shoot well. Shoe tries to power GA back through, finds Trena in the corner, and he buries the 3. GA will take a timeout off of the Casey Trena three-pointer. GA trails by 4 under 6 minutes left in this third quarter. Another senior Malvern lost last year was Spencer Cochran, who had 913 career points for them, 393 last year. So Malvern losing their top 2 scorers from last year, but still able to maintain a very good team. Turner also set a school record when he had 48 points his sophomore year in a single game. He was a 4-time Interact selection, 2-time in the All-State department. He was the Interact MVP last year. As Malvern finished 27-5 last year, that's the best record in the history of the school.
Let's go, pick the energy up, White. Let's go, together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
They're 4-1 so far this year. And Malvern looking to win back-to-back Interact titles for the first time since the 2011 and 2012 season. Haverford was the last school to win back-to-back titles. As it's Hutchinson from 3, pops in and out. O'Shell fights Shoe for the rebound. And they're going to say it was off a shoot. No, they're going to say off of Fran O'Shell. Shu played it in, and it hit off of O'Shell last. A smart play from the GA point guard. And he'll move ahead. Going against Lauder, he'll step back after several nice moves. Bounce pass to Trina, tries another three in the corner. It's no good, and O'Shell right there on the rebound. All the way up goes Dudek in on the basket, and he was fouled as the layup was no good. Second foul from Millard as Dudek will shoot 2 at the line. We've seen Malvern take advantage of their size. Lauder, O'Shell, Andrew Phillips, all very tall players. Mentioned GA's had to find ways to manufacture rebounds as they're losing, as they lost a lot of tall players. Tayshawn Mack, Luke Trina, who's playing at Lehigh. Longino actually leads the team in rebounds this year, as he did last year. Tayshawn Mack was the team's leading offensive rebounder last year. Longino whips it to Marvin, gets it right back. Going against Hicks, moving in, pushes back as he has 15 to shoot. Passing Alvin Williams earlier in the game, now under 10. Trina will have 5 to shoot. Scoop pass out to Shu, moving in, has to shoot it at the buzzer. Throws it in, rebound, and they're just going to say shot clock violation as Shu couldn't get it to go on the creative layup try there. It's Hicks who will run things, the point guard for Malvern. As he finds O'Shell, who goes up with it, and he's fouled. So hard to guard against Fran O'Shell, second team All-Interact selection last year. Mentioned the double-double he had against Haverford. He'll be shooting 2 at the line here. Millard comes back in for GA, and Vandergeest comes back in for Malvern Prep. Shell, the great baseball player as well, helped Malvern win state titles in both of his sophomore and freshman seasons. That's in baseball. He's 2 for 2 from the line, and he's replaced here by Andrew Phillips. So GA finds themselves down by 8, 4.5 left to play in the third quarter. Team already having their best Interact season since they won a few years ago, which marked the 5th straight time they did so. He'll put one up, and Jake Shu off the glass has it to go from 2. Malvern Prep moving back up quickly as they whip it around. Vandergeest with Brownstein in his face, hits a lengthy 3. Good response from Vandergeest. Making his first appearances on varsity this year, the junior, Jake Shu, another junior. He splits the Malvern Prep defense, goes right through, and he'll lay it in for 2. Malvern by 7 as Hicks looks to respond. No good on the floater. Longino couldn't get to the rebound, and Phillips moves up with it. And now it's Vandergeest in the corner, circles, dumped off to Phillips from 3, and it's good. The Malvern Prep big men getting involved in the three-point game. This evening, it's now Malvern up by 10, and GA is going to take a timeout. GA doing the best they can to slow down Malvern. They play a very fast offense as Malvern Prep. GA, should they win this year, looking to win their 18th Interact title. They've won 17. The Interact's been brutally competitive over the past 30 years. GA, the past few years have, in a sense, been rebuilding. You look at all the young underclassmen on the team. Jake Shue, Casey Trainer last year, just sophomores, making a big impact on the team. This year making a big impact as well.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Big stories so far tonight for GAs. It's been Jordan Longino passing Alvin Williams as the all-time points leader for the boys team. Of course, Williams went on to star at Villanova, was drafted by the Raptors in the 1997 NBA draft. Played 460 games over the course of his 12-year NBA career and scored 4,161 points. Longino has it here, whipping it to Smith. Pull up from 2, it's no good. They fight for the rebound, and Hutchinson comes up with it, quickly pushing the floor, finding Vandergeest, who whips it over to Phillips. A nice scoop pass up to Hutchinson. And now it's Hicks behind the back against Marvin, finding Phillips, who scoops it behind his back. It's Hicks in the corner faking the 3, now driving in and finishing. As Longino brings it up against Hicks, he's falling down, got it to Shue, and Shue with the floater over O'Shell. It's a nice finish for him. Hicks will move in, dish to Phillips. He'll find Vandergeest in the corner, room to move in. Off the glass, a nice finish for Joseph Vandergeest. As Malvern continues to add on, they're up by 12. Longino, then Marvin, and now Jake Shue. Malvern trying to keep Longino in check from 3. The shooting guard has had several deep range 3. He had it swatted away from Hicks there, who finds Phillips ahead of the pack, and they grab the rebound and finish it. Up by 14 now is Malvern Prep, under 2 minutes left to play in this third quarter. They're on an impressive drive here. GA looking to respond in any way. Longino will do it himself, but it goes in and out. And it was last touched by Blake Smith as 5 subs come in for GH. Trina, Brownstein, Griffin Batchelor, Putnam, and Luke Topley, the sophomore. GA certainly has some good depth here. Griffin Batchelor, a great defensive piece. Vandergeest open in the corner. He hits another 3. Trainer will slow it down, now moving back in, finding Topley, the sophomore, making his first appearance of the game. Putnam drives in, steps back, finding Trainer, takes it up from 3, no good, and O'Shell grabs another rebound. As Hutchinson, a long 3, he hits it. And Malvern continues to extend the lead. It's into the 20-point margin now, 45 seconds left in the third quarter. GA resting many of their starters at the end of this third quarter. Train is still in there, he'll put it up from 2. Hits back iron, pops right back out to Hutchinson. It was tipped away by Griffin Batchelor. Malvern Prep maintains possession here. It's Hicks driving, finding Vandergeest in the corner. Another 3 from him, won't go. On the rebound, Phillips scoops it away and scoops it in. 68 points now from Malvern. Shot clock is unplugged. GA will have 15 to shoot to end this third quarter. Train is taking the last 2 shots. We'll see if he'll take it here. He will. Floater after it rolls around is no good. Hicks on the rebound, moves it up, has 2 left to shoot, puts it up at the buzzer, and it's no good, hitting the rim. So what was once a close game has seen Malvern Prep go on a very impressive scoring run. They lead by 22 with 8 minutes left to play in this fourth quarter as we are set to kick things off in that department. Longino has it now. GA looking to get back in this game. Malvern's going on a run, and GA just whistled down for the travel violation. Hutchinson from Malvern Prep brings it ahead. So mainly him and Hicks controlling things offensively for Malvern Prep. The two great guards for them. As it's tried to whipped over to Hutchinson, it was tipped out of bounds by Millard. Alert defense by him. Malvern Prep will inbound with 15 left on the shot clock. Van Dudek's pass, was intercepted by GA. Smith finds Shu ahead of the pack. He goes up and he was fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the line. Malvern just their second foul in this second half. Shu makes his first. He's made 8 free throws coming into this game. Ushel and Hicks come back in for Malvern Prep. He's been impactful on the boards as well. 28 rebounds for Jake Shu. Leads the team in assists with 16. Coach Dolan has commented about how wonderful and how coachable Jake Shu is and how he doesn't know how to not play hard. He's had a big impact for GA today. Several nice drives in on the basket. 2 for 2 from the line there, as it's Hicks looking for an opening against Smith. Off the glass, no good. Longino able to tip it away. And they're going to say it last was touched by him, as Malvern Prep will keep it under the basket. Malvern has definitely been GA's toughest opponent this season. Defeating everyone else. They've beaten Episcopal, Haverford. Haven't gotten to play some of the other teams due to COVID reasons. As Hutchinson hit the floor, Longino and him will tussle for the loose ball, and a jump ball ensues. GA trying to get a spark of energy. They trail by 20. Coming off of that win at Episcopal on Saturday, and then that double overtime win by point against Haverford. Have a lot of momentum, but Malvern Prep as well. They've won 4 straight. Hicks on the drive with the finish. Malvern Prep into 70 range. They'll probably exceed the 75 they scored against GA last time. Shu from the free throw line for 2. It's no good, and O'Shell collects the rebound. It's Hutchinson driving up, steps back, finding Hicks. Shadowed there by Longino. As Malvern has hit shots all night, now Hutchinson bulldozing his way through. Count the layup, and he was fouled on the way up. Foul was on Millard. GA trying to defeat Malvern for the first time since the 2016-2017 season. That was the last time GA won the Interact title as well. Their last of 5 straight titles. They've had their best record this season since their last Interact championship. They were 15-12 last year. 5-5 in the Interact. Millard down low, goes up with it, and he finishes it. Good find from Jordan Longino. Dean Millard's done a great job in that department. Certainly a tall player. 6'3", not afraid to power forward as Hicks is whistled down for the travel. It's Malvern by 23, under 6 left to play. Traina will move up with it against Dudek. He'll stay back, flip to Millard. Off of that last point, 2-point field goal, Longino a lengthy 3, no good. It was short and a long rebound out to Hicks. Bounce pass there to Lauder, a lengthy three from Hutchinson, in and out. O'Shell right there powering his way through on the rebound, but Longino got hit the second attempt. It's Marvin now, whips to Train in the corner, moving in, pulling up against Lauder. He said no thanks. It's Millard, now another block from Tyler Lauder. And great defense there from Malvern Prep to prevent two possible GA scoring opportunities. Hicks against Longino. And now Dudek in the corner from three. It's short. GA comes up with the rebound, and Marvin moves ahead to Longino with lots of speed. He's going to take it himself in on the basket. He was fouled. It'll be called against Lauder. Longino will shoot two. A shoe will come back in for GA. Andrew Phillips from Malvern Prep. Longino shooting over 90% this year from the free throw line. He's only missed two of them. We know what a prolific shooter he is. Perhaps the best in GA history. Demonstrated there on the three that brought him past Alvin Williams. As Lauder goes up with it, no good. GA fights for the rebound. They got it as it's Longino again behind the back. Gets past Dudek, going in on the basket again, putting it up and knocking it down. Longino gives GA a 4-0 run here as they look to get back in. It's a lengthy three from Dudek, and he hits it. And Penn Charter's going to take a timeout off of another three-point attempt that they drain. Four and a half left to play in this final quarter of play. It's Malvern Prep up 54, excuse me. Mentioned how well Malvern's doing considering who they lost last year. Putting up 76 points, they're going to get to at least 80, you have to think. Coming off of one of the best seasons in the history of their program. You've seen how effective and how fast their offense is.
Let's go, play with intensity, White. Let's go, together on three. 1, 2, 3.
As both of these teams looking to wrap up their seasons on a high note. Certainly abbreviated winter season for GA. It's the fewest games, Interact games they've played since the 1947-48 season, and that's not because of a pandemic. That's just how the schedule revolved then. They've played 5 so far. GA will play SCH on Friday as the pass intended for Marvin's too high, and Penn Charter will take over. After the game on Friday, GA will wrap things up playing Penn Charter. Team they've yet to play this year along with SCH. Dudek finds O'Shell, who is an easy 2 points. Fran O'Shell, as usual, has been difficult to stop in the post tonight. Marvin from shoe, it's from 3, it's no good. Rebound out to Vandergeest, who starts back up with it. Long floater, who was looking for Phillips, and he's able to get there. And he'll find O'Shell down low again, who is another layup that goes home. Over to Longino, a lengthy 3. It's too short. O'Shell comes up with the rebound. It's Dudek who lost it. Longino moving in against O'Shell, and he'll lay it in with a nice finish. Well, Jordan Longino has certainly come to play. He had that great start, quickly past Alvin Williams as Vandergeest's layup was swatted away. Longino comes away with the loose ball, finding Trena against Dudek. Tries to go up with it, fakes it, and then gives it to Millard with the finish. Nice play by Casey Trena, faking the layup, and then finding an open Millard in the paint. Hicks, who's been a bright spot for Malvern Prep, a spin move, and right off of that, he knocks down a 2. Malvern Prep takes a timeout. Both teams will have 2 timeouts left, 2.5 left to play in this fourth quarter. Dominant effort from Malvern Prep. The timeout was to just get subs in. GA will put subs in as well as Griffin Batchelor heads things now, finding Rosado, the other GA senior, back to Griffin Batchelor. The great football wide receiver here at GA set the all-time receiving record this past fall, finds Putnam, who go up with it. After a few rolls, it's no good. Brownstein powers his way through on the rebound. He lays it in off the glass, and he'll be headed to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 at the line. Brownstein's been a very big leader and vocal force for GA, always encouraging. As GA last touched the ball, Malvern will keep it. And that's one of the biggest attributes Jake Brownstein brings to this GA team is his leadership, his energy. He's never out of the game. He's also helped GA a lot on the boards as the pass from Malvern goes array. They fight for the loose ball. Vandergeest gets it back. Double teamed by Putnam and Griffin Batchelor. They'll try to get it down low. Topley denied that attempt, and he'll move up with it. Malvern up by 22. Putnam scoop pass out to Griffin Batchelor, faking the 3. Now has room. It's no good. Malvern Prep gets to the loose ball, and they'll slow things down as they look to take 2 out of 2 from GA this season. Took the first one by 15 at Malvern Prep. Up by 22 here at GA. It's Lauder with it against Putnam. Topley on defense. Now Vandergeest in the corner. He's been hot from 3, but he misses that one. Putnam looking for an outlet. He'll bring it up himself and then give it off to Griffin Batchelor, who was behind him, but Brownstein was right there. Now moves in and unable to finish it off the glass. As we take under a minute left in this fourth and final quarter. With the win, Malvern improves to 5-1, sole possession of first place in the Interact. GA moves to 4-2. They're in second. As Topley ahead of the pack in on the basket, and he lays it in. Nice finish for the sophomore Luke Topley. Getting some quality minutes today as there's half a minute left in this fourth quarter game. As they'll call a foul against GA, against Griffin Batchelor. Malvern rebound. Shot clock is unplugged. Under 30 left to play. Vandergeest now in the corner. That was a 3 from Owen McHugh. It's no good. Brownstein gets to the long rebound. As we approach the end, nice pass from Griffin Batchelor down to Rosado, who was a nice finish. And that looks like things will wrap up there. 82-64. Malvern will let things tick away as they take 2 out of 2 from the Patriots this season. Great performance from Malvern Prep. They improved to 5-1. For GA, it's a loss. They move down to 4-2. And that'll do it for our action here tonight. My name's Corey Miller. Thanks so much to our team helping us out with the live stream tonight. Henry Westcott in the communications department here at Germantown Academy. Again, our final night, 82-64. The boys will play next against SCH on Friday and then Penn Charter on Saturday to wrap things up. Until then, Corey Miller saying good night from Germantown Academy.